Secrets of Slot Car Racing 27. HO slot cars are not HO scale. Don't let that ruin your fun though. So I got some examples here. And here's two slot cars. The white car, yes, that's really a slot car, is actual HO scale of I think it's 1968 Toyota 2000 GT. I think that's the right model here. There's one in a James Bond movie. It's really a teeny car. They actually had to convert it into a convertible for Sean Connery to fit inside it, so you can look that up. The red car is a HO slot car version of the same car made by Bachmann, and it's kind of ironic because they make model railroading stuff. And it's the same car, and notice the size is vastly different. And that's because HO slot cars, they're made to fit a slot car chassis and made to fit on the track. So the scaling is not ever really maintained exactly. So I'm not criticizing, I'm just making observations here. Another example is a Nissan 240Z, and which is another one of the Tomy slot cars. Those were made in about 2007. They're really well done, really nicely done. But here's the current Auto World Datsun 240Z, same car. Again, I'm just pointing it out how different the size is, or the scaling between the two. The Datsun came in a racing set that was just released by Auto World. The other car that comes with it is this Datsun 510 here. And you know, the scaling between these two cars is different. So even in the same manufacturer, same brand, that the scaling might be different. And I have it next to this little die-cast car here. That's a 1/64 scale car. Just, you can see that the slot car is actually just bigger. It's just larger than that. And I just want people to know that they're not scale. Most of the model builders, model railroaders, they're pretty particular about the scaling. And that's just not the case with the HO slot cars. Now, some of the other scales of slot cars, that's a different story. Just another example here, 65, 66 type Mustang body styles. This is an original one from the 60s, made by Aurora. And this current one, made by AFX, it was just released. It's really an homage to this promotional version that was a national competition Aurora had in the 60s. And if you notice, the new one is a lot bigger. In certain ways, it's better. The detailing's much better. The proportions seem to be better. It even has an interior in it, so you don't see all the slot car guts. And the blue one is the same body style, made fairly recently by Road Race Replicas, this blue one here, and it's made to fit an original Aurora chassis. But if you look at them closely, the blue one is a little bit lower. It's just a tick longer. That might not be too apparent, but it's also a little narrower, kind of changes the proportion. It's really proportioned and looks a lot better than the Aurora version. And it fits the same chassis. It's sort of hunkered down a little bit more too. So, you know, all of them are nicely done. All of them are fun. So, you know, if you're making a landscaped detailed track and you're gonna have buildings and maybe figures of people, it's going to be probably problematic if you have a wide range of different cars and scales with it. So you're kind of on your own to figure that out. So just, you're now forewarned. And I had a question in the comments section on these new Vincent cars, the 66 Charger, the blue one at the top, and then the red 65 Impala, how they compared to original Aurora cars. And in the middle, I have the Dodge Charger that Aurora did. And talking about scale, this like has a believe it's a 69 front grille and 68 taillights on it. So it was a little bit of a mishmash there on Aurora's part, I'm sure they were in a hurry to get that out. But anyway, that's how the Vincent and the Aurora cars kind of go together. So I just wanted people to be aware that the HO slot cars are not really sticklers for HO scale, where if you were into model railroading, that would be a big deal. It's not, that's what we have. And again, I'm not criticizing it. That's what it is. I just, as long as the cars look good and they fit on the track and they work well together, I'm pretty pleased overall with the cars that I get. And if you really don't like it, well, that's up to you. But I did want everyone to be aware that it's not really fanatics about scale sizing of all the different HO slot cars. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.